You know, evaluate. That's a good question. I thought at times we really played well, and then at times I think our youngness and, lack of a better word, I guess, or maturity, kind of kicked in at different times. So it was a good learning experience for all of us. We do have, we've got some things we've got to work on, and we can get a little bit better at in both aspects of the, in every aspect of the game we've been playing. I think that our kids are right there. I think we're still got a few things to adjust. Pitching is getting better at times, and then at times it looks like we've taken a few steps in another direction. So again, that has to do with the maturity with our young pitchers in the circle. So, but I think we're getting better each week. I think it's one of those things. It's going to continue to be a process. We're still in the thick of things. I think we've got to make sure we take care of business each and every day, starting with tomorrow and the Bemidji series. So. It's one of those things. We've just got to do what we can do with what's in front of us, and not worry about what has transpired behind us.
Were you really surprised at how the team didn't really connect offensively in the Duluth series, or is that a big credit to what their pitching staff was giving?
Combination of both. I think the frustration with what it was, our hitters. It's not that we weren't making connections. Sometimes we connected very, very well, but we didn't get a timely hit. It was a situation where we connected really well, but right at somebody. That's the name of the game. I mean, those things, if they hit 6 inches in a different direction, could have opened up the game. It could have been a completely different series. Just wasn't working out. Then as the innings continue on, or we got deeper in the game, then the young kids start pressing a little bit, and you can see the difference there. Instead of stay relaxed and just stay within themselves. So.
Any players in particular that have kind of improved a lot since the start of the year?
Kira Shollick. We've made an adjustment with her. We took her from the 9 spot and dropped her in the number 1 spot. I think in conference she's batting over 500. She's done a great job as a leadoff. Her speed makes it very difficult and puts teams on edge. She's just had a great series when we were on the road, offensively and defensively. So we made some adjustments in the lineup there to see if we could get some more speed early in the game. And put her in the, it's difficult to put a young freshman in that leadoff position, but she's seemed to have embraced it and done very well.
Is there any differences playing in our bubble in comparison to St. Cloud's bubble on Saturday?
It's almost identical. I mean, other than lighting being slightly different, their lighting, but it's identical facility. The facility is literally physically identical to ours. Older, and I talked to Coach a little bit about that, but no, there was no difference. I mean, the games were the same. And speaking of that, for tomorrow, we're still kind of not sure where we're going to be based on. I've been watching the weather hourly reports, and it's changing literally hourly today and tomorrow. So we very well could be inside tomorrow. That's going to be a kind of an hour by hour, day by day, by the afternoon. Decision making on our part and administration to determine where we're going to play that game tomorrow, or those games tomorrow.
You got Bemidji, Wayne, and then Augie coming up here. Just what do you know about all those teams in Augie?
Well, Bemidji's right in the thick of things also. I think they're all. It's I've said it to about any team in this conference. Anybody can beat anybody anytime. I felt we could have won more games than we have, based on again just timely hits, etc. Wayne and Augie, same scenario. Augie's ranked 1 or 2 based on alphabetical setting in the conference. They're doing very, very well. Here's the question with that one is how we're going to get those in based on that blizzard that's supposed to shoot across southern South Dakota and those areas. So we're in communication now with determining how we're going to get those, when or where we're going to get those games in. They will be played. It's just one of the scenarios is a site reversal. They can be played up here. So we're looking into and constantly checking again weather in regards to how we're going to get those games in, but they will be taken care of.
What do you think the achievement level is of the team right now? Just how young you guys are. I mean, are you ahead of schedule, right on time? How do you feel right now?
That one's a tough one. Where I want to be and where we are probably 2 different things. I was hoping to be a little bit further ahead. But am I completely disappointed? No, not at all. I think we're in progress, and it is a process with the young group. I would love to be a little bit further along where we are, have a few more wins. It'd make me feel a little bit better about what we're doing. But I think our kids are still working the process and being young and working with those levels, and being in this conference and the level of this conference, the kids are understanding the specifics and how detailed it has to be. Let's use pitching, for example. It's one of those things our young pitchers are finding is you miss over the plate and somebody's going to make you pay, and they're learning that the hard way. And so we're getting better at trying to transition that part of it, get them to understand and make our misses minimal. Hitting wise, I think we're still right there. I think we just had a few hiccups and our kids were pressing a little bit, and they get frustrated. They hit the ball hard right at somebody, they still get frustrated and still understanding, hey, that's going to happen. That's the name of the game. That's why they have 9 players out there somewhere. It's make it simple. So I think we're okay. Sure, I'd love to be a little bit further advanced, but we're still in the thick of things, and that's a good thing to see for us and where we want to be and heading towards to try and make that conference tournament at the end of the season.